Yanis Varoufakis told the United Kingdom to have a transition period of 5 to 7 years before joining the EU again in 2025 instead of going ahead with Brexit. The former Greek finance minister argued the European Union was going to disintegrate or reintegrate and hoped the UK would return. He said, "Firstly, just for the purposes of disclosure, I am a Remain supporter. Now I think it's absolutely essential to understand that the calculus of cost and benefit of trade-offs, as you put it, is not fixed. You know what the greatest mistake that everybody in Britain seems to be making, in my estimation? They all assume that the EU is a given. It's a fixed entity, it's like a club, it's a given club." GETTY projects indicate Yanis Varoufakis claimed the UK should wait 5 to 7 years and then rejoin a reformed EU, and the question for the people of Britain is, do you want to belong to this club or not? This is a big mistake because the EU is a work in progress. The EU cannot remain as it is. Either it is going to disintegrate or it is going to reintegrate in a different way. Therefore, the purpose of my proposal for 5 to 7 year transition period is not simply so that trade-offs can be worked out, but so that Britain and the EU transform themselves simultaneously, with a hidden hope that in 2025 a different Britain is going to want to rejoin a democratized and reformed EU. The Prime Minister set out Britain's plans for exiting the European Union in her landmark Florence speech, with a hidden hope that in 2025 a different Britain is going to want to rejoin. Yanis Varoufakis. Theresa May said the UK would seek a 2-year transition period when exiting the bloc to allow business to prepare for Britain's EU exit. The French President Emmanuel Macron has vowed to reform the European Union and claimed he couldn't not imagine the United Kingdom could not want to be part of it. He said in a few years, if they want, the United Kingdom could find its place in this reformed and simplified EU that I'm proposing. I cannot imagine that the United Kingdom could not. Friday, September 22, 2017. British Prime Minister Theresa May gestures as she delivers her speech in Florence. The President of the European Commission has also vowed to reform the bloc in a State of the Union speech. Mr. Juncker claimed that the EU could appoint pan-European ministers with unprecedented powers without any form of electoral process. He said a European monetary fund needs to be anchored in the European Union. We need a European Minister of Economy and Finance, a minister to promote structural reform in our member states. These Euro-wide policies in the EU don't need treaty change, as long as it is decided in the European Council. The plan set out were quickly criticized by leading Brexiteer Nigel Farage, who said the EU was heading towards becoming a United States of Europe.